Most U.S. adults, 86%, say small businesses have a positive effect on the way things are going in the country these days. According to a recent Pew Research Center survey, small businesses in fact receive by far the most positive reviews of any of the 9 U.S. institutions we asked about, outranking even the military and churches. Despite their name, small businesses loom large in the United States. These businesses, defined here as those with 500 employees or fewer, account for 99.9% of U.S. firms, according to the Small Business Administration. While most of these 33 million firms don't have paid employees, about 6 million of them do. They account for just under half of total private sector employment, 46%. As National Small Business Week approaches, here's a look at small businesses in the U.S. and public attitudes about them, based on federal data and center surveys. Among the roughly 6 million small businesses with employees, 49% have just 1 to 4 workers, according to the latest estimates for 2021 from the Census Bureau's annual business survey. ABS, about a quarter, 27%, have between 5 and 19 employees, 8% have 20 to 99, and just 1% have 100 to 499 workers. The remaining 14% had paid employees at some point during the year, but not during the March 12th pay period, which the ABS uses to determine employment size. Overall, small businesses employed an estimated 56.4 million workers in 2021 and brought in over $16.2 trillion in revenue, according to ABS data. Perhaps unsurprisingly, small businesses with more employees tend to account for larger shares of overall revenue than those with fewer workers. Who owns and runs small businesses? Some small businesses are family-owned, but the vast majority are not. Among small businesses that reported this type of information for 2021, 27% were family-owned and 73% were not. So-called mom-and-pop shops account for a relatively modest share of small businesses for which information is available. Overall, 10% of small businesses in the U.S. were jointly owned and operated equally by spouses in 2021. Another 11% were jointly owned by spouses but separately operated, with men more likely than women to serve as primary operators. Franchises aren't very common among small businesses. Just 5% of small businesses that reported this information were fully or partially operated as franchises in 2021. In terms of demographics, men own a greater share of small businesses overall. About 6 in 10 small businesses, 61%, were majority-owned by men in 2021, while 22% were majority-owned by women. Another 14% were owned equally by men and women. The ABS defines majority ownership as having at least 51% equity in the firm. Looking at small businesses where estimates of majority owners' race and ethnicity are available, most, 85%, had majority white ownership in 2021. Smaller shares were majority owned by Asian Americans, 11%, Hispanic adults, 7%, and Black or African American adults, 3%. About 1% were estimated to have either American Indian and Alaska Native or Native Hawaiian and other Pacific Islander majority owners. Despite owning small shares of these firms overall, many Black and Asian Americans see entrepreneurship as a marker of success, according to center surveys. For example, 30% of Asian Americans say owning a business is important to their own view of the American dream, according to a center survey conducted from July 2022 to January 2023. And 36% of Black adults say owning a business is important to their personal definition of financial success, with another 22% saying it's essential, according to a September 2023 survey. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the world of small businesses in the U.S. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more content like this. Drop a comment below sharing your thoughts or experiences with small businesses. Until next time, keep supporting local and stay curious.